Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the concept of D'Alembert ratio test, guys. So basically, till last lecture, we discussed about multiple formats, right? So if the both the powers are same and if both the powers are different, so we discussed about that thing, right? Yes. So here we will be discussing about a format using which you can solve most of the questions, guys. Okay, so basically if in this situation if it fails, you'll be moving on to the next step. If the next method also fails, you will be moving on to the last method. In that way the flow moves on, guys. Okay, yes, so this is the starting method to test, guys. Okay, yes, so here you will be calculating limit n tends to infinity un. So un will be given in the question, so in place of n you will be placing n plus 1 and you will be solving un plus 1s. So if you divide these two and apply limits, you will be getting the value of L, guys. Okay, guys, we'll be going through an example, don't worry. Okay, yes, so based on this L value, if it is greater than 1, we will be saying it as convergent. If it is less than 1, we will be saying it as divergent. If it is equal to 1, we will be saying it as a failure. Okay, yes, so if something failure happens here, we will be using the next method, that is nothing but Rabak's test, guys. Okay, yes, so let us continue with this solution of on a problem. Okay, okay, so basically these are the multiple formulas you can say, guys. That is nothing but x and power will be in this way, power as a n. Okay, so it could be in this way also for infinite series. Okay, so it could be in any of these four formats, guys. Okay, so first let us go through the first question. Okay, yes, sigma n cube plus a 2 power n plus a. So if you observe, 1 n is in normal base and 1 n is in power. So here you might be getting confusion, right? Yes, so that is the reason why you will be using, from here on you will be using the D'Alembert ratio test. Okay, so here we already know the value of u of n, right? Yes, so to calculate u of n plus 1, in place of n replace n plus 1. So if you replace n plus 1 here, you will be getting in this way, right? Now you will be dividing these two and applying limits. Okay, so now let us divide them. Okay, so you can divide them, you can cross multiply it, right? So basically this will become reciprocal here. Okay, so it came like this, you'll be cross multiplying them. So at the end you will be ending up at the same powers, guys. That is the main magic here also. Okay, yes, so basically here we are having 2n cube, here we are having 2 power n, here we are having 2 power n, here we are again having n cube. So these two will cancel and these two will cancel, right? Yes, so in that way, I think here I wrote reverse, guys. Just give me a second, I'll be just observing it. Okay, yes, I wrote in the reverse way. So basically this should be okay. So I observed it, I think. So I wrote here 1 by again. Okay, yes, it is correct only now. So basically it is a 1 by reciprocal. I did not do, guys, here. So basically if you do reciprocal, these two will cancel and n cube will cancel. At the end you will be ending up at here 1 by 1 into 2 by 1. So you ended up at a 2. So basically 2 is greater than 1, right? Hence it is a convergent. Yes, that's what is written here. Similarly, the next question is here again, this is also in the same format. So one number is in power n and the other is in normal denominator. So in this situation you'll be again solving un is nothing but this un plus 1. So in place of n, place n plus 1, guys. Okay, so I forgot here, or it should not be there, it should not be there. Okay, yes, okay, so you'll be solving it again, you will be dividing it. So I think it should be there. Please check any kind of reference book, guys, because I have a doubt that whether it should be there or not. I'm not sure about it. Okay, yes, so based on that you will be cancelling all the things. Okay, yeah, it should be there, guys, I think so. Okay, so please you cross check about it, guys. Okay, so I don't want to give wrong information. Okay, yes, so again you will be taking, again you will be reciprocaling them, you will be cancelling unwanted things, and at the end you will be again taking common the value and you'll be ending up at some result. So here we got 1 by 1 into x, so 1 by x we got. Okay, so based on this x value we can say, so if x value, this is 1 by x, is greater than 1, then we will be saying it as convergent. If it is 1 by x is less than 1, you will be saying as divergent. If 1 by x equal to 1, then you will be saying the test is failed. Okay, yes, so if we assume x equal to 1, so then we can say that the test has been failed, right? Yes. Okay, so if you substitute un is equals to 1 by n into n minus 1 into n minus 2. Okay, so if you observe this, it is in the form of p, right? So it is in the form of 1 by n cube, which you can reciprocal and you can cancel this n cube and n cube, right? Yes, so this is what we will be multiplying to our question, guys. Okay, so 1 by n into n minus 1 into n minus 2. For this we will be multiplying into n cube, the p method, the previous method. Okay, so in that we discussed. Okay, so again you will be cancelling all those things and you got 1. So 1 is a finite number and the previously we assumed that it is convergent, right? Somewhere, okay, here we assumed, okay, so it is convergent, hence you can say that this series is a convergent series. Okay, yes. So basically this chapter also you should be going in the flow, guys. You cannot read only a single topic, right? That is the reason why one is dependent on another. Okay, yes. So you got a doubt that whether if it is equals to 1, what will be the situation. So if it is equals to 1, you will be moving on to the next method. That is nothing but a Rabexa test, guys. Okay, yes. So in the next lecture we will be discussing about this test, guys. Okay, so let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you, thanks for watching.